Welcome back, guys, to our channel, and we always thank you for watching and following us. Today's project is 2001 Bayliner Capri 1950. The last time we went out with the boat, the whole engine compartment cover is just
collapsed.
pretty much collapsed, and even the seat, it goes here. If you can see, yep, the whole thing is just rotten. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna build a new wood cage for this boat, for this cover, and I think for this top part we're gonna reuse this leather or cover, but for the bottom part we're actually gonna get new carpet. And our new plan, actually next plan, it will be changing the carpet for the whole boat. All right, so that's the lower part, the lower half. We're gonna take all these pieces because we're gonna reuse them. We're not gonna use the carpet, so we're just gonna peel it. I'm gonna peel the carpet, take dimensions, and also take dimensions after I take every piece by itself to mark it. We got the pressure treated plywood, and we got some 2x2 as corners, just to add support right in the corners to so it doesn't happen like this again. Let me put that, see, usually when you put that corner here it prevents it somehow, but don't forget that there's no support right in the middle, so it will be wobbly. But with we moved from the 1/2 inch, we got the 3/4 of an inch pressure treated. You don't have, I heard a couple guys, they said you don't have to use pressure treated because this compartment, it's covered from the outside and the inside. But I was like, what the heck, I'm gonna buy a new one anyways. The difference in price is not that much, so we went ahead with the 3/4 pressure treated, so it will be good with water, and that's mainly for the outdoor. So let's get started. All right, as you see in the beginning of the video, these two pieces were going this way, and it had a gap in between for the top part to lay in between. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna do exact same thing.
So the gap,
it's okay, that's a 1/2 inch, and the other one is made with a 1/2 inch, but they made the gap a little bit bigger because the leather around the other one, they have to give it a little bit more space. So what I'm thinking about doing, use the 3/4 of an inch, that's gonna be 3/4. This one's gonna be 3/4. This one, I'm just gonna add 1/2 inch anywhere, even just regular plywood, just for this piece, to give it a little bit of space to fit the top cover, because the top cover is gonna be 3/4 of an inch plywood covered with the leather, so it's gonna give it more thickness. That's the whole point. We're gonna make a new piece of this, 2 of them actually, for both sides. Same idea here from the other side. That's the other side. Then the front over here, which is that's the front of the boat. That's the back of the boat. I took out this piece. We're gonna cut exact same shape.
I think we're just gonna make it like straight.
Yeah, it could be straight.
Yeah,
honestly,
instead of trying to do these corners.
Honestly, it's nothing but a support.
Yeah.
So if we're gonna go with the corner, I don't even think we need this. But I might put like a piece here. We will see. But I'm gonna take the shape of it and try to do it. But like you said, maybe we're gonna just do it straight. Don't forget this, we have to go down. We have to drop here the same thickness. In this situation, it's 1/2 inch. In our situation, it's gonna be 3/4 of an inch going down. As you see in this one, it has a curve here, which is, it's not wood. I think it's fiberglass. For us, for our purpose, we're gonna go with wood. It's gonna be butted like corner, right angle, and just sand it, make it smooth. So when the carpet covers it, it won't be like if you hit yourself and it doesn't hurt. But we don't have to go with that fancy, which is, I believe, if we got this corner out clean, We can reuse it.
Yeah, but we're gonna have to do some fiberglass work to
Attach both of them?
attach to the wood.
I don't think so. It looks like that's the original piece, like from the manufacturer. I don't have to. We don't have to mount it. Oh, that heat shield. I don't think we can survive it.
Yeah, it's already
But anyway, we ordered.
Yeah, we have one. We ordered from Amazon. We can just put the link down, so you guys can check it if you'd like to buy the same one or buy whatever you guys like.
All right, so we kind of start taking it apart. We took all the small pieces, and I took one side out, trying to avoid that corner. And it has an angle here. It's not straight up. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna draw it on the new wood. Now we're trying to be actually.
We need the angle to be perfect.
Yes, this angle is supposed to be perfect, and here we have to add.
Yeah.
What's the difference from this corner? I'm gonna measure this like 3 points and take the kind of the mean in between and add to it to reach. That's what we got to 29 inches. That's one side, 29 inches. All right, so I lined up to the edge, flush with the edge, with the actual piece of wood, not the top. That's the piece of the top. It was like sorry, that's the bottom, but it's flushed. I measured 29 inches from the edge here, and it came up to here. So that's the difference of that corner. We're gonna match this angle after we cut it. After we cut it all around, all the way here, we're just gonna slide this one till these two corners meet, and that's gonna be the edge. Just cut it off. All right, we did cut the first piece with the angle on this side. Now we're gonna do the angle on that side, which is just, we're gonna go straight. That's not the corner, so I'm gonna imagine the corner is right here. Yeah, I think it should meet here. All right, so we got the first piece. It's completely, it's not completely. We're still gonna do like in plumbing they do it. They say it dry fit, right? So before we connect anything together, like by nails or anything, we're gonna do like a quick dry fit. Even if we can, like maybe hold it with a screw or two, just to put it in the spot, on its place, and see how it looks like, how's the measurements. So now I cut the first one. I'm gonna lay it completely flat on the plywood sheet. Let's just start to mark around.
I'm gonna make like a replica for it.
Exactly, it's another one, exactly the same. Just remember that your line is outside, so you have to make the blade touch the line from this side, in this case. Actually, in every edge, because the line is from the outside. All right, I cut the last piece, the third one, and I just roughly put it in place with a couple of screws. Now I'm gonna add a piece of wood here just to support. It had a piece right here like all over, but we went with the 3/4 of an inch and the other one was 1/2 inch. So if you can see that piece, that's this one, that was like laying this way. I don't think we need it, but I'm gonna actually roughly put everything together and go test it in the boat and see how sturdy it is, how it's holding up. I think we can get by with this piece of 2x2. I don't think we need this that much, but I will see the final structure. If we're gonna need it, I'm just gonna add another piece here, but we have to actually dig in the wood to actually get that thickness off, and we'll keep going. All right, I cut 4 pieces. I just marked the old piece. I got one same size as the small one as big as the big one. Made 1 and 1 for this side and 1 and 1 for that side. And I made the old piece was supported by 3 bolts. Actually, I made 4. And I want to do it once and forget about it. So I made 4 holes for the new bolts to come in. I got 4 inches bolts, and it's gonna have a washer this side, go all the way through with a washer this side. Actually, I think I'm gonna do it the other way around. I'm gonna go with the bolt this way because people are gonna be sitting that way so they don't get poked with the bolt. It's gonna be covered by a carpet anyways, but that's the main idea for this part. So it's gonna be a washer so the bolt doesn't actually go in the wood. Don't forget that this wood is gonna get wet, so always get stainless steel stuff so it doesn't rust. So washer on this side, another washer and nut on that side, and I think that's gonna last for a few years.
Yeah.
I'm so happy actually with that 3/4 of an inch. It is heavy, but it's sturdy. It's very sturdy, and don't forget there's no support on this side, and that's the only wiggle we have. Comparing to the other one, there's a big wiggle, but we will keep going.
So we start painting the wood pieces. We're just gonna paint the top and the bottom of it, and just like water protection kind of thing. And now we're gonna start disassemble the top part here.
So we're going, we took it apart, the top part over here, and we're going to slowly taking off the staples, and we're gonna try to survive this leather. I'm not sure if it's leather or vinyl. So we're gonna try to survive it. If it's in a good shape, we're gonna reuse it. If it's not, we're just gonna get a new one. All right, so we separated everything. We separated the sponge, the foam. We got the base here, and we're just gonna cut our new plywood on the shape, and we're gonna start to put the foam back in it, and put the leather back or the vinyl back on the top of everything. All right, so far that's what we got. That's the top part. We decided to go with that curve. We're not gonna do it right angle like we did the bottom part. First of all, it looks better. Second of all, it has to match the vinyl because we're gonna reuse it. The top part, in the top of the top part, it was this piece, it's missing a piece of wood here. It was rotten. Anyways, 2 cup holders, and it was empty. I mean, like hollow in the middle. We decided we're gonna actually did it as a full piece, so it just gives more support. And what we're gonna do is just do the 2 cup holders here, and that will just add support to the other piece with the cushion right on the top of it. We went with a 1/2 inch, not the 3/4 of an inch, just to make it lightweight. We got this foam out. It was torn and dirty, so we're gonna order some just to lay it underneath the vinyl, and we will continue working. Guys, we finished everything, all the parts, and now we're just doing a quick dry fit. The bottom part looks good.
We're gonna add here.
We're gonna add 2x4 here just to hold that weight, but the top part, the one we wanted to do solid, if you can see, is hitting the top of the air intake. So we either gonna make a big hole here and still keep it as one big solid piece, or just do it like the old one, which is I prefer just to make one big hole. Yeah, so let me mark this in the bottom of that board. Did it mark? No, it didn't mark itself. So What I'm gonna do, I'm probably gonna put like a Sharpie and just color it and just put the top, and the Sharpie should actually give a print on that board from the bottom, and we will go from there. All right, we made that big hole. It's a perfect fit. All right, so that's how it looks like after I laid down the compressed foam. I just this piece is going to be covered with the other cushion, so we're not going to cover it with anything. Now I'm gonna start stretching the vinyl and start to, I believe I'm gonna start from this end here, lay it down and go from there. Let's see. Now we're gonna cover the bottom part with the carpet. What we got is outdoor carpet. It does work for marine purposes, and I know that in fact because a friend of mine, he changed his bunks on his trailer, and that's what we used. And you know, the trailer goes almost all of it in the water, and it's still intact, it's still good. So what we're gonna do, the old part, they had like kind of separate pieces, one piece covering the 3 sides, 1, 2, 3. The bottom part was not covered. We gonna cover it, and there was a different part. It was just from underneath here going around and going in this groove, go around here. We gonna make the whole thing is just one piece. I think that's gonna be easier, and I think we need to move it a little bit. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start by measuring both sides. So this side it has enough, this side it has enough, because don't forget there's the heat shield is gonna go all the way around. And like we said before, we're gonna add a 2x4. We did add the 2x4, and it's gonna be covered by the carpet as well. That thing is strong. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna lay it this way first, as is, not moving anything. Apply some of the glue on this side, tap it down, let it sit for a couple minutes. The glue I got is for indoor outdoor carpet glue. I got that from home, but I do have experience with this glue. It's very good, very sticky, and like any glue, I think it's going to be waterproof. All right guys, here is the final product. We do want to cut and sew pieces of the vinyl, so that's, we ended up with this. It's not perfect, but I think it will do the job for now, because we don't have a sewing machine, we don't have all the corners, we have to buy all this, and so we're gonna deal with it like this for now. But we will take it off again, all this vinyl, and do it all over, and we're actually gonna do it right. But for now, that's how it looks like. And we're only missing some heat shield around here, around there. We actually put some heat shield. The only piece we put is right here for now, but we're gonna add the heat shield all around here, and that's it. We're gonna revisit this process when we do it right. So here you go. That's a kind of a quick project for the 2001 Bayliner Capri 1950 engine cover restore with the 3/4 inch pressure treated wood. Thank you for watching, and please thumbs up, share, subscribe.